Get him away from me. Guys, help. Welcome everybody to episode 70 of the Iron Man. So in this episode here today, a lot of Telos pushing, and I will also kind of include a fuller kill of Telos towards the end of the video and kind of go into more detail of what I am struggling with and then what I want to improve on for the next video. And then also, I do apologize once again. This happens like every few videos at this point, but my microphone settings just continue to reset, change. I don't know what's going on with this new PC. And there's a few clips where I peak, clip, whatever you want to call it. So I'm trying my best to reduce the volume so it's not as annoying. And there's also a few clips for this video already that I just had to completely remove just because of how bad it sounded. So I don't know what's up with that, but for next video, it should sound better. And yeah, anyways, with that being said, hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video here. I kind of fucked up my rotation, to be honest with you. So that was my bad. 651 for our first kill. It's okay. Uh-oh. Did one of my roots stay alive or something? Oh, he missed the arm. Oh, okay. That's unlucky. A little close. I guess like not nervous. That wasn't the word I was looking for, but I didn't wear my Luck of the Dwarves. Gold charms. That's an interesting one. More bolt tips. I don't know why. Every time I always forget about my Omni power in some rotation. Just like, nah. Nah, dude, I don't want it. Oh my gosh, I got one more spiky rune salvage in you. Get destroyed. So much better. Well, that's a 299 at least. Reaper Salmon's done, but we'll try a 300% here. A 310. Well, I mean, it's a 300% something, I guess. We'll try one more. I'm pretty sure it's either 321 or 324 on my main account is my max enrage. So we're pretty much there. No, the rocks. I thought I was so far away, or, you know, far away enough from them not hitting me. Rip. I had that kill too. Look how flawless that was, guys. Isn't that crazy? Oh, God. An Onyx. Oh yeah, also I forgot that I am now officially at my highest in rage that I've ever been at Telos. It was like a 324 on my main account or something. Like, it's hard to... I don't know. I don't understand the stunning, really, on P5, obviously. Like, I'm stunning and shit, but... like, you gotta wait a few autos to, like, stun it again or some shit. I survived at least. The minions is like priority number one. Like maybe, I don't know, like maybe stop at 500. Like, I mean, I was talking about stopping at 500 and like fully understanding mechanics at 500, and then once I get comfortable, then move on probably. Okay, that was clean. It's stressful. So, kind of a silly mistake that I've been doing on P5 when I'm killing the minions. Like, I'm only using Tsunami. I'm supposed to Deado Tsunami. so that's why that was a lot cleaner. If side beam, enter the second tile. Okay, and then the back is fourth. Okay. So yeah, I've always been on the first tile. Gamer, holy shit. What a pro tip from Gilles. That was so satisfying, honestly. The 398. Holy shit. No shot I'd recover from that. The hell? I'm crazy. No! Reflect. I panicked. Oh my gosh. PRs exist. That took me way too long to get a new PR, to be honest. 7.2 second improvement. We'll take it. We'll take anything at this point. Well, look at this. Doing some routes in 2022, and there's also a good reason for this. So I was just doing some trios this night, and it was just with a couple of friends. And yeah, I still need to get one shield here. I'm currently like 143 KC, and I still do not have the Merciless Kite Shield, which is the magic one. So it would be really nice to get that. And typically with routes right now, it's usually just like a weekend thing that I do off stream. It's either like an hour or 2 hours max, and that's about it. And, you know, speaking of routes, I do want to try solo. Don't know when. I feel like it would be way more beneficial once I am able to put my ECB in a EOF. I think it would be a whole lot easier, but at the same time, I mean, they only have 50k HP, but I'm really scared of Torag because if you get grounded, I mean, the kills are owned and you gotta teleport, but maybe one day. Since I completed the Dagannoth Kane grind a few weeks ago probably, and now it's on to the Rexes. Kind of like dreading this a little bit, too lazy and whatnot. Hopefully it's not too bad, but the first one that I'm going to grind out of the way is killing the Blue Rex. From my understanding, this is the most annoying one to kill, so might as well just go for this one first, and hopefully just get like a little bit lucky and get out of there. I believe it's a 1 in 200 drop rate, so I'm not too worried about like going Saber Dry or whatever, but you never know. And also, my very first kill got a drop. We got the Spear Tip, I believe is what it's called. I don't have the clip up right now, but and then I also got another one, I believe on KC like 33 or 34. So already started off with a duplicate, which is kind of funny, but you know, I feel like this might be a good sign potentially. We'll just have to wait and see. Ending off the video here with a full-ish Telos kill like I mentioned at the start of the video, and also just want to say that I'm going to take a week off of Telos for the next video just to do some other content, and then the following week I will try to learn a couple more things at Telos and just get more comfortable kills. So taking a look at P1, this is currently also my highest enraged kills, so you will see some scuffness happening on P5 especially, but P1 relatively easy. I mean, more times than not I am phasing Telos to P2 after maybe 1 or 2 autos after tendrils, which is okay for me. I do really like using Omni Power into G-Staff when you are tendrilled, which is extreme overkill at my enrage. I think that's kind of like the meta nowadays, potentially, for like high enrage, but I'm going to continue doing that if I have the Adrenaline available, and it's just pretty satisfying just getting all those big hits on P1. So there's really nothing that I want to improve on necessarily on P1. I know there's like strict rotations that people use. I'm not too worried about that right now. Speaking of P2 though, wow. There's hardly any really good P2s. Telos out of the way from the black beam. At times I am getting better at it. It can be really annoying because I like accidentally stun it and it's in the black beam. I gotta run in the black beam and just chaos happens that way. But I do use my FSOA spec on P2. I believe that's like the meta to do so, and yeah, P2 can take a while and it's kind of a mess, so if there's any like tips I would greatly appreciate it, I guess. And then moving on to P3, if my P2 is bad, P3 is going to take a little bit of time just because I'm like panic using all my stuns, using all my thresholds on P2. So sometimes I do start P3 with low adren, which is not ideal. But P3, relatively simple. I think the only thing that I really need to improve on P3 is probably killing the golems. I don't know if that's like a big thing that like experienced Telos people do. Probably not, but there's times where 2 or 3 spawn and then they can get out of hand quite a bit. So I think if I just kill the first golem right off the bat, I should be okay on P3, but there's really no complaints here for me. Moving to P4, this is where the most improvement has to be. I mean, also P5, obviously, you'll see the disaster P5 this kill, but I do kind of like understand P5 a little bit more than P4 for right now. But anyways, talking about P4, I am very late going into the font, so I think timings and whatnot are a little bit messed up there. And what is happening currently is that I'm trying my best to kill the minions completely, and once you are higher in rage, that is really not an option. I believe when Telos says you dare to defy me, something along those lines. I don't know if that's the exact quote, but when Telos says that, you're like supposed to ice barrage the minions that are on you still, and then you move like 2 squares away so the minions aren't hitting you. There's like certain ways that people lure the minions, so it's like an easy time in the fonts. I can understand that. It's pretty easy to see like what people do with luring the minions like that. Oh boy, let's talk about P5 here. So I like understand what I have to do, but I just do not execute it. So like you'll see me recently learned that if you're on the side beams, you have to be 2 steps away from Telos, so you can like Dedo Tsunami and then like have the Tsunami also hit Telos. And then for back beam, you got to be 4 steps away. So starting to improve on that a little bit. But then I understand that, you know, you drop your Sunshine, you have to maybe anticipate if it's the Volcanics or whatever, but you reflect, Revenge. At that time, a rock's going to be falling on you. And then that's when I click on a minion to charge my Dedo. Once it's at 100%, it takes a year because I don't have Blast Diffusions. I Dedo Tsunami. And, you know, I am definitely improving on that a lot. Then what I do after that is I just insta-barricade. But I feel like for the most part, my minion kills, like, I understand what I'm doing, right? So, not necessarily a problem there. The absolute biggest thing is trying to remember when I use an Ice Barrage, so I make Telos Freedom. On P5, you have to wait, I believe I was told 6 seconds. And that is what, maybe 3 autos Telos will do in those 6 seconds, probably, if I had to guess. And I'm doing a really bad job at doing that. Notice Telos Freedoms, but I still continue to use my stuns just because, like, on P1 to P4, Telos will do that Freedom, but then right afterwards, you can still do another stun to actually stun it. So I'm, like, still thinking I can do that, but you can't. So that's why my P5s become very, very bad. And I'm okay with using Immortality. Like, if I can't kill Telos in one go, I have to use Immortality. And if Telos is around 50k when that insta-kill mechanic happens, I'll be more than okay with that. I'll just ignore the minions and try to deeps it as fast as possible. I don't know if there's any other tips necessarily for P5 that anyone can give me. I just have to stun correctly. I could maybe bring Dreadnoughts, but I'd rather bring food right now. I think Dreadnoughts would actually help me quite a bit with stunning. That'd be really nice. I did that on my main account, so maybe that's the way for me at the moment. I'm not too sure, but either way, that is the end of the video, folks. Thank you so much for watching this episode, and I will see you all next week. Peace.